Good afternoon, guys. It's me again. I will continue what I have discussed in my previous vessels. It's the same ship that she's loading in Seattle, Washington, and going to discharge in Leyte. So there will be a drop restriction upon arrival in Leyte, in Isabel Leyte. So let's start, guys. Okay. Okay, this one. The MV Nara is to load fertilizer in Seattle, Washington, for Isabel Leyte. So it's going to discharge in Isabel Leyte. The maximum saltwater drop at discharge port of Isabel is 9 meters. So there's a restriction in the draft of upon arrival in Leyte that will be 9 meters. And this is the estimated ROBs prior to departure in Seattle. FO 1031, DO 37, LO 18, freshwater 374, freshwater tank 381. This is for peak freshwater and constant 185. Okay, so and the distance from Seattle to Isabel is 5,897. Charter speed is 40 knots, and this is the daily consumption of FO is 28 metric tons, DO is 1 ton, freshwater is 6 tons. Okay, so from Seattle going to Isabel is 5,879. The consumption to reach Leyte is 612.5 metric tons. Okay, so with this ROB, let's check, guys. ROB, this one. This will be his ROB upon departure Shuttle. It's 1726, and the okay, let's say 1031. Okay, 1031. $37, LO 18, LO 18. Okay, LO 18. What is it? LO is 18, freshwater 455. Freshwater 455. You add this one. It's 5. That's 5 and 455. Okay, that will be freshwater 455 and ballast 0 and constant 185. Total of 1726 ROB upon departure Shuttle. Okay, and consumption, FO is 28. FO is 28. DO is 1. Okay, 1 ton. Freshwater 6 tons. Freshwater 6 tons. Okay. what will be the steaming time? Okay, the distance from Shuttle to Isabel is 5,879. So the distance is 5,879 and the charter speed is 40 knots. Okay? So 5,879 and charter speed is 40 knots. So with 5,879 divided by 14, which is the charter speed, you will get 421.21 hours. Okay? Running hours. So with this 421.21 divided by 24 to get the number of days of steaming days is 1755, which is here. Steaming time is 17.5, 17.5. Okay? So you have the steaming time, you have the consumption, so multiply 28 by 17.5 is 490. This one, okay? And 1 times 17.5 is 17.5, okay? And 6 tons times 17.5 is 105. Is 105. Total of 612.5 and 612.5. So it is now confirmed. Okay? Now, proceed to question. The ship's displacement to load maximum amount of cargo without exceeding the draft limit. So we will look at the displacement of salt water upon arrival in Isabel. So what is the ship's displacement to load maximum amount of cargo without exceeding the draft limit at Isabel? Okay, find the next maximum amount of cargo that she can load. So meaning, what is the maximum cargo to load? And number 3, find her departure draft salt water in the water density is 1.2. So meaning, her departure in shuttle. Okay, so first you have to know what is the saltwater density or draft. Then you apply the local density of 1.012. So this is step 1. So total quantity is 1726. I already show you the one. 1726. Okay, and 1726. The total consumption is 612.5. Total consumption is 612.5, and ROB at arrival in Isabel is 111113.5. Arrival is 1113.5. Okay, confirm. Okay, next, step 2. What is the seawater of 9 meters in arrival in Isabel of 9 meters? It says here 9 meters. Discharge port of Isabel of 9 meters. So in salt water. So what is the displacement of salt water of 9 meters in Isabel? So 9 meters is 28953.02. Okay. So we go to program. Then we go to, so with the freshwater 1.025, you put here upon arrival in Isabel of 9 meters. Okay. 9 meters. And what will be his displacement in salt water of 9 meters? His displacement is 28953. 28953, which is the displacement is 28953, and this displacement of 9 meters, so your arrival in Isabel is 9 meters, okay? You have a consumption of 612.5 from shuttle to Isabel. So this figure of 612, you add this one to the displacement of your departure in shuttle, so that here, so you add the 612.5, so you will get a departure displacement of 29565.52. So when you add 612.5 to the saltwater displacement of 9 meters, you will have a departure displacement of 29565.52. Take note, guys, why I add 612? Because in going to Isabel, when this is consumed, your drop arrival will be 9.92. So when you add this one to your departure, you will have a greater drop, big drop. So when this is consumed, it will go back to 9 meters. Okay, that's why from 9 meters, so from 9 meters, you add this consumable weight. So you will have a departure displacement of 29565.2. What is this drop in seawater? Okay, so we take this 29565, 29565, put it here, two nine 565. Okay, again, two nine five six 5.52 point 52. What will be his saltwater drop? Check. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, that's not one. Here. This one. What's that again? 29565. 29565. 29565.52. This drop will be 9.175. Okay, so that will be this one, or 19, or 9.8, or 9.8. Okay, 9.18. So this one, 9.18 or 9.175. Okay, so that is salt water. So we put the salt water here, 9.175. We go up, salt water 1.025 is 9.175. 175. 9.
Salamin sa dingding na sa ng pag-ibig.
175. Okay. So that is almost 19.18 meters. Okay, that will be salt water. What will be his displacement? His displacement will be 29565. Okay, 29565. 29565. Here, 29565. Okay, that will be his saltwater displacement. What will be his what will be his departure brackish water displacement or draft? Okay, what will be his departure draft in brackish water of 1.012? So here, what will be his draft if he has a density of 1.012? What will be his departure drop in brackish water if the density is 1.012? Okay, let's check, guys. And we should have a value of 9.28. Okay, so that is 9.18. This is okay. Check the formula, guys. The formula says this displacement of seawater by lookout 2956.5 times your constant of 1.025 over 1.012. This is the local density. This is a constant of seawater. So remember this formula, guys. Okay, so this displacement or saltwater displacement, which is this one, we apply it here, guys. The you click, so you click this one. This should be 29565.52. 29565. 29. So this one, that will be H33 times, says here, formula, multiply by 1.025 over the local density of 1.012 times 1.025 according to the formula. So this displacement times 1.025 over the local density of 1.012, which is J and 36. Okay, then you press enter. Okay, let's see if we get this one. You put here equals the density of the salt water of this one of 9.18. Okay, that is 9.18. Then it says multiply times 1.025 divided by the local density of 1.012. This is J36 and you press enter. So this will be the displacement in brackish water is 2994483. Check, guys. The displacement should be 29944.8. Okay, 29944.8. Check. 299483. Okay, what will be corresponding drop of this one? Okay, let's go down. You put this equals, and you go up. Press this displacement and enter. So there he goes. 299483, and his corresponding drop will be 9.283. Okay, that will be the drop, and here you have the drop. Okay, 9.283. Okay, let's check. Here, 9.28. Okay, this will be your departure drop in shuttle when you are floating on a brackish water or density of 1.012. Okay, so this will be your departure shuttle. So when 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 this so you put this consumption value, you added it to your 9 meters, so this will be your displacement, departure displacement. Okay, so when this is consumed, you will arrive 9 meters in you will arrive 9 meters in Isabel, because this is already consumed. You have to take out back, then you will arrive at 9 meters in Isabel. Okay, so let's check, guys. That will be 2828 Okay, that will be your departure in in shuttle. Okay, let's use the program. So this will be your departure drop of 9.28. Okay, that will be your departure drop. So again, the foreman stopped the operation and asking for how much would be the cargo for trimming. So let's say uh, so you as chief officer and the drop surveyor have to take the drop reading forward and up, port and starboard, and midship drop, actual midship drop reading. Okay, for example, you're reading in forward drop, and you both agree that your forward drop is I have a I have a list here. Where is that? I think this one. So this is your departure drop, mid drop, and let's say your sinkage is 20 meters or 20 centimeters. Okay, or 0.2 meters. So your midship drop should be 9.08. Okay, 9.08. So midship drop will be 9.08. Let's say 9.06. 0.06, and what would be that be? 9.10. Let's say 9.10. How much would that be? Okay. And your forward drop. This is your actual mid drop is port is 9.06, and your starboard mid is 910. You have a least on starboard of around 4 centimeters. Okay. Then your forward drop, let's say your forward drop is 9.09, 9.09, and your updraft is, let's say, 11, 9.11. Okay, so you have a trim of 2 centimeters. So this will be your remaining cargo to load. With this sinkage of 20 meters, how much cargo is required for remaining cargo? Let's check the table, guys, I made. So with 20 sinkage of 20, you should have remaining cargo to load of about 705 metric tons. Okay, and you will have a zero deflection, and so let's see if he gets the 705. Okay, there, guys, there you go, 705. So how did I get this one? K8 means the sinkage of 20 centimeters times 100 times M3, or the TPC M3. This one and 3. How to get this TPC? By your final bid departure of 9.28, which is this one. Then you interpolate the TPC, then you will get 35.6, which is this one. So how to get this recommended cargo to load is your sinkage of 20 centimeters times 100 times your TPC, which is this one, and you will have get the value of 705. Okay, so you go down, follow the arrow, then you put 705, and then it says here, go to trim two holes, which is this one. Take note, the remaining cargo to load is 705. Let's say you want to depart on even keel, no trim. So what will be going to load in number 1? Because this is only for hatches. Number 1 is 2A2. So you load 2A2, 2A2, and number 4 would be 423. And what will be your sailing drop? So you have even keel, but you have a hug of 2 centimeters. Okay, let's go on the other side to 705. How much you will hold in number 1? 2A2, and number 4, 243, total of 705 here. And what will be your sailing drop? Sailing drop will be even keel of 9.30 forward, up with 9.30 up, no trim, mean is 9.30. Then you have a hug of 2 centimeters. How to take out this 2 centimeters hug? Okay, guys, now look here. This 20 centimeters sinkage, your midship drop should be 9.08. Okay, and you will have a remaining cargo total of this 705, and you will have a zero deflection with the sailing drop of 9.28. Okay, so to get this zero deflection, we will adjust the forward and updraft. Okay, so you go up, because your mid drop is 2 centimeters more than your mid. So if you put this like forward will be 9.08 and your up drop is 9.08, then your mid drop is 9.08, okay? So, but your recommended cargo to load is still 705, okay? So, let's say we put here 705 and you go to 2 holes, trim 2 holes, then you go up, you got here 705, 705, then you will have an even keel, trim, no trim, even keel, and your hole number 1 to load is, let's say 290. Put here 290, 290, and your hole number 4 will be 215, okay? Okay, 215. That's it. Okay. Then your final drop forward will be the even keel of 9.28, 9.28, no trim, and your main is 9.28, and your flexion is 0. Okay? And we go on the other side, and your drop forward is 9.28, your up drop is 9.28, you have no trim, and your main is 9.28, then you will have 0 deflection. Okay? Because look at here, when you load the 725, your mid drop is almost the same as 9.28, and your sinkage is almost the same as 9.22. Take note, guys, as much as possible, your forward and up drop should always be the same as your mid drop. Okay? Basing on this table that I made, this is your departure drop, 9.28, and your mid drop, this is the sinkage. If your sinkage is 10 centimeters, your mid drop should be 1.18. If your sinkage is 18 centimeters, your mid drop should be 9.10. Since our mid drop is 20 centimeters, so your mid drop should be 9.08. Then your remaining cargo to load will be 705, and you have a 0 deflection. That is what happened here. So when I made the midship, we made a reading of mid port of 9.06 and starboard 9.110. You have mid drop of 9.08. Okay. So, and your sinkage is 20, which is this one. Okay. Your sinkage is 20, your mid drop is 9.08, and your recommended cargo to load is 705. Okay? Now, the important thing is this, as much as possible, this, your main should be close as much as possible to your midship drop. Let's say you just put this as 9.09. 0.09. So your mean drop is almost too close to your mid. So let's see what happens. So his recommended cargo is still 905. And we put here 905, 705, and we go to holes 2 here, 705, what is he recommended to load in hold number 1? 286. 286. So you should load in hold number 1 is 286. See? Look at the change, guys. With a small change in your drop forward. So he says here 286. 286. And up will be forward. Number 4 will be 219. Here, 219. And what will be your final drop? Departure drop. See? It's now 9.29, 9.28, and your trim is nil, and your main is 9.28. But it's still zero deflection. The remaining cargo to load is 705, and this one also is 705 or 705, and we have no trim. How much shall we load in hold number 1? 286. So number 1 is 286. 286. Number 4 is 419. 419, and the final drop is forward 9.29, up 9.28, trim is 0, main is 9.285, and you have a 0 deflection. The other side, we load of 705. Number 1 is 286. 286 here. 286. Number 2 is 419, and final drop is forward 9.29, up is 9.29, no trim, and the main is 9.2857, and we have 0 deflection. Okay, so that's it, guys. The brackish water departure is 9.28. So number 1, 9.28. Here, 9.28, and we have a 0. So much as possible, your mid drop should be close as much as your mid drop. Okay, almost even kill. Okay, well, it all depends on the loading sequence which you have. So that's it, guys. Let me see still what we have here. Sorry, this is, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, this is the capacity tables. The vessel has only 4 holds, 1 to 4. Okay, and this is the ship's particular. This is the name of the vessel, Nara, and registry is Manila. Length overall is 160.6. 0.4, length between perpendiculars 151, and summer drop is 9.55. Okay, cross tonnage is 15,888, and net tonnage is 8,072. Light ship is 6,772. Okay, and that's it, guys. What more? This one table which I made. This will be your departure draft. If your sink gauge is 10 centimeters and your mid drop is 9.18, so your remaining cargo to load should be 353 and you have a 0 hub. So let's try this one, guys. 9.18 is your mid drop. Okay, mid drop is 9.18. 9.18. 9.18. 9.18. Okay, so your sink gauge is 10. So your sink gauge is 10. Okay, and your remaining cargo to load should be 353. Okay, let's go back. And this is 918. Put this to, let's say, even kill. 918.18. 9.18. Okay, so your recommended cargo to load is 353, which is this one. 353. Okay, so let's proceed. Go down. Put 353. Okay, 353. 353. Once you load 353, you will have a departure drop of 9.28 and your sink gauge is 10 exactly. Okay, then you go to, you get a 253. How much would you load in number one? If you say no trim, 145 in number one. 145 and 4 is 208. Okay, 208. Here, 208. And what is your departure drop? It's 9.28. 9.28. We have a 0 flexion. Okay, so let's go on the other one. Let's say you have a deflection of 18. That will be your midship will be 910 and your remaining cargo to load is 635. So we put 9.10 your midship drop. Okay, how much? 18, no? 18. 9.10. 9.10. 9.10. 9.10. Then you go here. 9.10. 9.10. So your, I'm sorry. 9.10. 9.10. Your sink gauge is 18 centimeters, which is this one. Sinkage is 18 centimeters. And your sinkage 18 centimeters. Your mid drop is 9.10 and your remaining cargo to load is 365. Okay? You check. 18, 1810, 910. Remaining cargo to load 635. 635 here. 635. So you put here 635. 635. Then your mid drop will be 28, the same as this one. Your sinkage is 18, the same as this one. How much would you load in hole number 1? 635. Get there 635. How much will you load in hole number 1? No trim. And number 1 is, we say, 6262. Say 262. 262. And number 4 will be 373. Okay, 373. And your drop will be 9.28, 9.28, no trim, mean 9.28, your job is zero deflection. Okay, and the last one, would be, let's say, we'll take this one. Sinkage is 28, so 9 meters. Oh, this one, 26, 902, okay? And your sinkage will be 26, and your remaining cargo to load will be 917. So let's say 902. Number 1. Your midship is 902. 9.02. 9.02. Let's say even keel. 9.02. 9.02. Okay. So your remaining cargo to load is 917. Check. 917. Your sinkage is 26, and your remaining cargo is 917, and that will be zero deflection. Check. 26 is your sinkage. 26, okay? Then the recommended cargo toll is 917. So we go down. Good. 917. And what will be in hold number 1? Say here 917, hold number 1, no trim. Hold number 1 is 379. Okay, 379. 379. And number 4 will be 538. Okay, 538, and the final drop is 9.28, 9.8. Forward and up, no trim, main is 9.28, and you have a zero deflection. Okay, the other side, 917, and number 1 is 379. Number 5 is 538, total of 917. And your final drop is 928 forward, 928 up, 0 trim, and your mean is 9.28. You have a 0 deflection. So guys, uh, you will just follow this this guidance, and you will have a 0 deflection. Okay, you don't need to make this one, but this is my own personal use, just to guide me. Okay, so that's it, guys. Bear in mind that the important is the sailing drop. Once you load this cargo remaining on board, if you load this one 917, which is the recommended cargo to load, you should get this mid drop of 9.28, which is the same as this one, and your sinkage is 9.26, which is the same as this one. Once you get almost the same figures, then for sure you will have a 0 deflection. That is if you have the same drop forward and up and midship, port and starboard. So then for sure you will have a 0 deflection. Okay, so that's it, guys. If you like this video, please click the like button, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much, and have a good day.